there's a version of you the world hasn't fully met yet. Not because you're hiding, but because you've outgrown the space around you, and you didn't realize it. See, we don't just grow through time. We grow through emotional alignment. And if your home doesn't match the next version of you, that future slows down. This isn't about new furniture. This is about giving the next you a place to land. Because when your space evolves with you, so does your life. Let's talk about what I call design freeze. It's when your home looks the same as it did 2 years ago. Same colors, same layout, same objects from the same life chapter. Your brain stops registering your growth, and you start living on autopilot, emotionally. This creates a cognitive dissonance loop. You feel like you've changed, but nothing in your space reflects that change. So your brain starts doubting your progress. Practical tip. Pick one item in your room that represents old you. Replace it with something the future you would choose without hesitation. Most people decorate to just fill spaces. But the ones who evolve curate to signal their direction. Ask yourself, if someone walked into my home right now, would they be able to tell what I'm becoming? If not, that's your sign. Psychologists use a term called symbolic anchoring. The objects you place in your home become emotional anchors for your goals, your fears, and your identity. Every object is either pulling you forward or holding you back. Here's a tip for you. Add one symbolic object that represents your next chapter. An empty notebook, a vision book, a photo of a place you want to go. The point isn't inspiration. It's identity integration. You've changed. But parts of your space are still carrying the emotional residue of who you used to be. That chair you cried in, that table from a relationship that ended, that old wall art that no longer makes sense. It's not that they're ugly, it's that they hold a vibration you no longer match. Your brain unconsciously associates objects with emotional memory triggers. And that affects your mood, your confidence, and your ambition. Take inventory. Ask, does this object match the energy of the life I'm creating? If not, retire it, donate it, paint over it. Give the new you some emotional breathing room. You want to become calmer. Design calm. You want to become more creative? Design creative cues. You want to feel more loved, more vibrant, more energized? Then the way you design your space has to reflect that intention. This is called environmental programming. And it's how the world's best designers and leaders shape their identity every single day. Design one corner of your home as a message to your future self. Not for guests, not for Instagram. Just for you. Let it be sacred. You don't need to buy a whole new identity. You just need to realign, Pull the rug up, wipe the dust from your shelves, move that chair you never sit in. These aren't chores, they're rituals. Rituals of renewal, rituals that tell your brain, we're alive, we're evolving, we're becoming. And when you start treating your space like an extension of your identity, you stop aging through repetition. You start glowing through evolution. Do a 30-minute identity sweep this week. Every object gets one question. Is this helping me become who I want to be? You know what people remember? A space that makes them feel hope. Not because it's fancy, but because it reflects intention. Every curated object tells a story. Every choice says, I care about who I'm becoming. That's magnetic. That's luxury. And that's why people will feel something when they step into your space. Even if they can't explain it, because you're not designing a house. You're designing the next version of you. That version of you, the one who smiles more, the one who sleeps better, the one who walks with peace, she's not far away. But she needs a space to arrive in. So start today. Change one thing, design one corner, make one brave choice that whispers, I'm ready for you. And if this video spoke to you, don't just like it, save it. That's how we know it truly resonated. Nomora, luxury you feel.